All right, so welcome to another deep dive. And this time, we're tackling a topic that you sent in, Nowruz, the Persian New Year. And wow, we've been digging into the material, and there is a lot to uncover here.
It's fascinating. Yeah, it goes way beyond just, a simple calendar flip. Right. It's really quite an event.
So much more than just a New Year celebration. So let's start with the basics.
Okay.
What does Nowruz actually mean, and why all the buzz around March?
So the name itself, Nowruz, it literally means new day in Persian. Pretty straightforward.
Right, to the point.
Yeah, and the timing is really key. It marks the first day of the Persian calendar, and it lines up perfectly with the spring equinox.
Oh, interesting.
Which usually falls around March 20th or 21st.
So it's like the whole world's hitting reset, and it's tied to nature's big reset, too.
Exactly. It's all about that shift from winter to spring when everything starts fresh.
But this isn't some, new age thing, right? This goes way back.
Oh, absolutely. This is where it gets really amazing.
Oh.
Nowruz has ancient roots, like seriously ancient. We're talking Zoroastrianism.
Right. Wow.
That's over 3,000 years of continuous celebration. Imagine generation after generation marking the same moment in the year.
3,000 years? That's mind-blowing. What is it about Nowruz that's kept it going for so long?
Well, at its heart, it symbolizes this victory of light over darkness, the end of winter's gloom, and that incredible burst of life you see in spring.
Right.
There's this deep reverence for fertility, for nature's renewal, and for new beginnings in every sense. Think about the spring equinox.
Yeah.
It's a point of perfect balance. And then, boom, longer days, brighter days. Nowruz captures all that hope and possibility.
It's that universal feeling, right? That optimism that spring brings. And speaking of universal, our sources mentioned it's not just a small local thing. It's celebrated by millions.
Oh, yeah, this is huge. It's estimated that around 300 million people worldwide celebrate Nowruz.
Wow.
We're talking Iran, Azerbaijan, Afghanistan.
Yeah.
The diverse cultures of Central Asia, and then within Kurdish, Turkic, Uyghur, and Parsi communities all over the globe. Truly global.
300 million. That's incredible.
Yeah.
It really highlights the global scale of this celebration. And it's not just a cultural thing. The UN recognizes its importance too, right?
Absolutely. In fact, they declared March 21st as International Nowruz Day, a testament to its cultural significance and its role in promoting peace and understanding.
So we've got the down 3,000 years old, spring equinox, tons of symbolism, global community, UN recognition. What about the how? How do these millions actually celebrate Nowruz? What does it look like in action?
Oh, the festivities are as diverse as the cultures themselves, but some common threads run through them.
Okay.
You'll see huge gatherings of family and friends, big joyous reunions, just brimming with warmth and connection. Street festivals are common too, bursting with music and energy.
Yeah.
And then there are these beautiful symbolic traditions like bonfires and fireworks,
right,
all meant to signal this powerful ushering in of the new day.
Oh.
And poetry and folk music, those are woven into many celebrations, adding a real artistic and cultural richness.
Bonfires and fireworks, that's a pretty lively way to ring in the new year. You also mentioned some regional variations, so what kind of unique local customs stand out?
Oh, there's so many. For example, in Afghanistan and parts of Central Asia, you often see these traditional games that come from nomadic heritage, which is super cool. It's like a living link to their history.
Wow.
And in Iran, there's this lovely practice called kayne-tekani, which translates to shaking the house.
Shaking the house.
It's essentially a really thorough spring cleaning, like a physical act of renewal. You're getting rid of the old and making space for the new energy of the year.
I love that idea, shaking the house. It's like physically embodying new beginnings.
Yeah.
And of course, we can't talk about celebration without talking about the universal language of food.
Oh, absolutely. Food is at the very heart of Nowruz. It brings people together. It's a way to share hopes for abundance and prosperity for the coming year.
Right. It's like a tangible expression of those wishes. So let's talk about the Nowruz feast. The research mentioned something called a Haft Sin. What's the story there?
Ah, the Haft Sin. Now, this is a really special and symbolic centerpiece of the Nowruz table, especially in Iran. It's an arrangement of 7 specific items. And get this, each item has to start with the letter S in the local language, which is sin in Persian.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Each of these S items represents a wish for the new year. It's a physical manifestation of hope and aspirations.
Can you give us some examples of these S items and what they symbolize? Just to paint a picture.
Sure. In Iran, a common one is seer, which is garlic. It symbolizes good health and well-being, a pretty basic wish for the year ahead. Then there's sirka, vinegar, which represents patience and the wisdom that comes with time.
Interesting.
And then there's seeb, the apple symbolizing beauty, love, and vitality. Just 3 examples, but each one packed with meaning.
Right.
And the cool thing is the items might vary a bit depending on the region, reflecting local customs and priorities.
So it's like a curated collection of hopes for the future laid out on display. And the Haft Sin is just one part of this elaborate feast.
Oh yeah, the Nowruz table is typically a visual feast in itself.
Yeah.
Alongside the Haft Sin, you'll find all sorts of symbolic items. There's sapsa, which are sprouts of wheat, barley, or lentils, grown specifically for Nowruz, representing rebirth and growth.
Okay.
Then there are bowls overflowing with nuts and sweets, platters of dried fruits, and beautifully painted eggs, symbolizing fertility and new life. It's a feast for the eyes as much as the stomach.
And the traditions go beyond the feast itself, right?
Yeah.
Our research mentions some special picnics and even the building of yurts, which sounds fascinating.
You're right. On the 13th and final day of the Nowruz holidays in Iran, there's this lovely tradition of going on picnics. It's a way to mark the end of the festivities and enjoy the arrival of spring outdoors. And in Kazakhstan, they actually erect yurts, those traditional nomadic dwellings.
Oh.
And inside these yurts, families and communities gather to share incredibly lavish meals. It's all about hospitality and that strong communal spirit. I mean, imagine building a temporary home just for a feast. That's how important this is.
Building a yurt just for the occasion? That's incredible. It shows how deeply rooted these traditions are. Okay, let's get to the part I've been waiting for, the food. What are some must-try Nowruz dishes from different regions?
Oh, where do we even begin? The culinary landscape of Nowruz is just incredible. In Iran, you absolutely have to try kuku sabzi, a delicious herby frittata packed with fresh greens that just scream spring. Then there's sabzi polo bamahi, which is fragrant rice with herbs served with perfectly crispy fried fish, and Nowruz classic.
It all sounds so fresh and vibrant. What about Uzbekistan and Azerbaijan? We saw plov mentioned quite a bit.
Plov is like the king of the Nowruz table in both Uzbekistan and Azerbaijan. And what's really interesting is the variety. Each region, even each family, has their own special twist on it, using different meats, vegetables, and spices.
Oh, cool.
And in Azerbaijan, along with plov, you'll find amazing kebabs and dolma. Those delicious stuffed vine leaves are a real treat.
Okay.
And oh my goodness, the sweets in Azerbaijan, like baklava and shikarbura, these moon-shaped pastries filled with sugar nuts and cardamom. Oh, so good.
Baklava and cardamom, I'm already drooling. And Uzbekistan has its own unique dish, something cooked in giant cauldrons, right?
Yes, sumalak. It's this sweet, almost creamy pudding made from sprouted wheat. And the process of making it is a real community affair. Traditionally, it's cooked in huge cauldrons over a long period, with everyone taking turns stirring and sharing stories. So it's as much about the community and shared effort as it is about the food itself.
That's beautiful, creating food together as a community. What about Afghanistan and Kazakhstan? Any culinary highlights from those regions?
Afghanistan is known for its sabzi chalo, a hearty spinach and lamb curry, usually served with fluffy rice. And for dessert, they have these wonderful treats like kolshe norozi, which are these crumbly rice flour biscuits, and haft miwa, a colorful dried fruit salad soaked in syrup. And for Kazakhs, Nowruz koyza is a must-have. It's this rich soup made with barley horse meat and milk, symbolizing abundance for the year ahead.
This is such a diverse and delicious culinary journey, all tied to this ancient celebration. Now, for our listeners who might be inspired to try some of these dishes, are there any cookbooks you recommend?
Oh, definitely. If you want to dive into Persian cuisine, I highly recommend Feasts by Sabrina Gayour and The Saffron Tales by Yasmin Khan. Both are beautifully written and have amazing recipes. For Central Asian and Azerbaijani flavors, Samarkand by Caroline Eden and Eleanor Ford is a must-have. And for authentic Afghan food, Parwana by Durkhanaya Ayubi is excellent.
Fantastic recommendations. So for anyone here in the UK who wants to experience Nowruz firsthand, are there ways to join the festivities locally?
Absolutely. In London, you have some great options. Bergamot Plateful Cafe, Baron Jack, and Tehran Berlin all often feature special Nowruz menus and supper clubs. And outside of London, you might find events at places like Conji Cafe in Edinburgh and Parisa events in Cardiff. It's always worth checking local community centers and cultural organizations, too.
Great advice. So as we wrap up this deep dive, we've really journeyed through the world of Nowruz, haven't we? From its incredible history and symbolism to its diverse traditions and, of course, the amazing food. It's clear that this ancient celebration continues to thrive, connecting people across the globe.
It really is. It's so inspiring to see how Nowruz brings communities together through shared rituals, joyous festivities, and that shared appreciation for spring and new beginnings. And the central role of food really highlights how a simple meal can create connections and foster a sense of togetherness.
Absolutely. It reminds us that despite our differences, we share these basic human desires for renewal, for connection, and for marking these important transitions in the year.
And that brings us to a final thought for you, our listener.
Yeah.
As we've seen with Nowruz, these celebrations around the world highlight our universal need for renewal and connection. So what are the traditions, big or small, that you observe in your own life that mark new beginnings? Maybe reflecting on those personal rituals will give you a new appreciation for the power and beauty of celebrations like Nowruz.
That's a great point, something to think about for sure. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Nowruz.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time.
Happy Nowruz, everyone.